Yo, yo, yo. How we doing today?
While I waited for them.
Gotta get these drafts going since we're doing two today. Oh, I got spill on my desk. Barbecue sauce. How we doing today, Jose? Um, what up, Derek? What up? How we doing today? All right. What am I doing? What am I doing? DraftKings, Felix. DraftKings. Alrighty. If you are using my ranks, please update. I took JJ McCarthy out of the race. Pretty much put him at like 290 or something like 300, somewhere around that range. I moved Marshawn Lloyd down and a couple of little things. Nathan, yo. DraftKings, Felix. Man, I'm having a focus issue currently. I was just watching videos. I'm like, why am I didn't go live. Man, focus. I think I'm draft brained right now, man. How's it going, Doc? I think I've done 7 drafts today. Let's see, I've done 8 or 9 drafts today while I was working. So, a lot. I'm trying to max out the $3 qualifiers. If I figure if I just maxed out the $3, it's like what, a couple sets of 60s, and I might do like one of the other ones just because if I win, then we win, right? Let's see. DraftKings lobby, NFL, best ball, $20 hair. We're not going to waste any time, boys. Let's go ahead and present. Don't lie, you didn't work today. Let's be honest. I worked, but she was down with a knee injury. Yeah, I saw that. But he also said that he was fine. He just got some soreness or whatever. She's so low.
I'm not the size of my hand about.
That was my hot wife walking behind me. Alrighty. Go ahead and jump in, boys. Just jump in. The water's nice and cold. 2 of 12. 2 of 12. Plenty of room for you guys. Plenty of rooms. Working is for the birds. Yeah. I got plenty of I got plenty of work in. I got there pretty early. That's why I got more drafts in, because when I'm home with the kids, I don't usually get any drafts in because I usually only do live drafts now. I have only done live drafts this year. And so yeah, I got a lot of drafts in at work today. I started at 6:30. Clocked in, locked in. We started typing. It makes the day go by faster, and I try to set myself up for every 15 pieces of work per every draft. That's like the goal. What up, Brent? Mr. Bando? How we doing today? Was there any more news on the Chuba incident? I haven't checked my Twitter in like 30 minutes. Oh, I ended up getting this crazy wide in the $3 qualifier. I got a crazy wide receiver room. It was Garrett Wilson, Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf, Brandon Ayuk, Christian Kirk, Chris Godwin, and Deontay Johnson. And between Deontay, I grabbed Najee in the 7th. So it was kind of wild that like Deontay was still there. Oh yeah, the fucking football game was going. I didn't play today. It's not usual for me. The 101 for Mr. Brent Smith. Who else we got? We got Derek. We got Jose. Let's go. So we got Bando 618. I feel like I ask this every time from the St. Louis area because of the 618. G Quinn, XS, Michael, Scheit, Brett, Wag, your King at the 5-hole, Deans 25 21. Sorry, can't read apparently. I wonder if that is Nathan Deans from the chat. Who else we got here? We got Parker 2309, Bondtech 1985, J Bed 20, Spy Mr. Jose 007, Derek. All names are taken at the 11, and Luca Butt. Some interesting names. You know, I feel like this is an 80s child thing. You put the year, your year, you were born. You know, it's so funny. It's like I have such creative names like everywhere else, but when it came to this, I just put my Yahoo like username. Like, oh well, about as basic as can be. Nothing interesting yet. How do you guys feel about the holdout for Jamar? Because I don't really think, even if he does hold out, I think he would come back like good as can be. Deans with the Bijan over Justin Jefferson take. I've seen that take both sides, so everybody says move down Justin Jefferson, and I've seen others say move him up because we know we're getting 17 weeks of Sam Darnold. And I say chase number 1. I've got plenty of shares of CMC. Now I just want as many shares as I can get of Jamar Chase. Get that percent. My percentage is only like 10% Jamar Chase, which is not what I want. I'm taking a few shares of Dylan Johnson with my Panther stacks. 20th round dart. Never gets drafted. I can see that. I'm not taking that, but I get it. If anything, it moves up Jonathan Brooks around for me, but only for teams that I'm already secure at running back. I don't mind it for Chase. He already been practicing. More worried about CD getting injured when he comes back with a hammy or something like that. I feel the exact same way. The exact same way is what I think, how I feel about that. I feel like Chase has already done that before. Like he went a whole year without playing, came back and dominated. CD, we've never seen it. And that dude has like, I'm not saying he's skinny, like not muscular, but like dude's rather thin and like all muscle, easy to pull something. Jamar Chase looks like he has a little bit of something on him, you know, a little bit of steak on him. If you were to tell me Ayuk or CD or Jamar Chase was a vegan, I'm going to go CD Lamb. This is vegan. if you were to give me those 3 options. Nobody even asked that question, but that's what was going through my head. Oh, man. Let's see here. Oh, you can just watch the game live? Oh, that's a 19-second clip. Okay. Drake May, 6 of 11, 62 yards and a rushing touchdown. Greer to Jenkins. I always liked Will Greer. Meet Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith is a scary individual. Oh. Luka butt. Look at his butt. What we got here, boys? What we got here? There's a trio of receivers that I like to go in the first 3 rounds, if applicable. And I've been grabbing it as much as possible. But if I don't get it, I'm not like too worried about it. I'll deviate immediately if I don't get the second/third. Oh, and I'm not getting it. Mr. Dean's grabbed him right in front of me, but that's okay. We're grabbing Devin A-Chain. You know, I mean, I do my own rankings, so I legit don't mind drafting the next player highest on my rankings. Occasionally, you know, if I'm trying to build a stack, but I don't know. I feel like if you build your own rankings, you shouldn't really deviate too much from them unless you feel like you've done that exact same start and you don't want to do that exact same start over and over again. But in my head, I'm like, okay, well, then you should change it up. So in case the next time you draft or accidentally auto, you don't get that same start. But that's mere, you know. Ooh, he's got a Tyreek Waddle. That's a fun start. He's not getting the triple there because I already grabbed A-Chain, but I can see him driving Kyron. I feel like this is a Kyron drafter. Where else could he go? Olave's gone. He could go Brandon Ayuk. I knew it. I knew he was a Kyron drafter. Something up here tells me these things. Dennis! Take Ayuk. All right, if you say so. Love my start. Devontae. Yeah, I like that start too. I like it. I like it a lot. Got Brandon Ayuk all the way down here, though. All right, I'll take him, though. I don't have this start very often. And if my boy Dennis tells me to take Brandon Ayuk, I'll take Brandon Ayuk. Dennis and Derek. Love my start. I've considered pairing Olave with Devontae at the 1-2 turn. Yeah, it's a fun start. I like Devontae. Again, partially biased because he did get me $20K at the end of last year. So it's kind of wild that he was going undrafted in last year's Battle Royale, Week 17, in a lot of drafts because he was like at the very end. And I'm like looking back at him, like, man, if you didn't get I blew people out of the water because I got the perfect combination of at the Week 17, Mark Andrews was out, and there was no pass catchers healthy, so it was Isaiah Likely, and I got that combination with Lamar, and then I had Devontae, and they just blew up. And it's like I had the other good plays, and I didn't even play Najee Harris a bunch in that tournament, and he had more yards than he outscored a lot of people in that tournament. It's just what I should play Najee every 17 tournament. I can't play it this year because he's going to play on Christmas. We're going to get 4 touchdowns and 180 yards on Christmas Day from Najee Harris. How nice would that be? What a Christmas present that would be. You know what I mean? Just wake up Christmas Day, just knowing that I'm going to have 100% Najee in the showdown tournament. He's going to pop off. Do you go another running back, or are you a semi-competent drafter? Michael Pittman, semi-competent. That's a lot of Colts. A lot of Colts early. A lot of Colts early. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Maybe Greer got dinged. This is injury. Tanner McKeer's warming up. John Ross is out. John Ross is being evaluated for a concussion. Field goal. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Is this updating like in real time? Okay. Anything interesting? Has 2 carries and touchdown, blah, blah, blah. You know, he got compared a lot to Drake May got compared a lot to Josh Allen. I don't really see it. He moves like Joe Burrow. He throws a little bit like Josh in the sense like it's kind of little like the mechanics aren't completely there. But he definitely moves more like Joe Burrow did. He's like got that speed. He doesn't have Josh Allen speed. Love my starts. Still there? Talk to me, guys. What do you guys feel about your teams? Talk to me. J-Bed going with the Laporta Jackson start instead of Andrews. Is T still available? Might go double. No, I only do that as a 4th wide receiver. So if he's there in the 5th, we go that route. Ooh. Stephon Diggs is still available, I believe. Yeah, he is. That is nice. Or good pick. I was curious if you were going to take him because I was like that would make sense for your team for the Week 17 bring back. And we're going to take Stephon Diggs. Is there reasons to be worried about Stephon Diggs? Was there a big decline in his production? I think there was more decline in the production because of the coaching change, not so much the player. Does that make sense? Was that like I don't understand why he's in the 4th round. I can see him, being an easy. He should be going behind Cup. He should be going between right before Neighbors and after Adams, like right between those two. Well, no, right after in this draft, he should be going right between Neighbors and Mike Evans. In this draft, he should be going before Evans, right before Evans. That's who I think. I like Metcalf more. I took Brandon Ayuk because my boy Dennis told me to take him. What's funny is that a lot of my relationships with the people in the community started that first year, and we were looking at. I think Davis Payne came on, and we were watching Brandon Ayuk tape with Jimmy Garoppolo just straight ignoring Brandon Ayuk like he was invisible. He was like 10 yards wide open, no one around him, and Brandon Ayuk is just like standing there, hands out, ready to catch a ball. I feel like Quinn's XS is in the lobby or in the chat room because he is taking a lot of the players I like. We might take Kincaid here. Based on what's available. Let's see here. Pickens, Godwin. Did I miss Kincaid go off the board? He must have gone off the board already. Yeah, we'll take Pickens a few picks past ADP. Who did he? Oh, Kincaid went to Mr. Brent Smith. I didn't even see it. I don't know how I missed it. I am colorblind from reds and greens, but I missed it somehow. What my sir? I like that ETN fell to me, Jose. Yeah, that's a good fall to you. I'm personally not in on ETN as much. You know what's crazy is that I should have more shares of ETN, but I don't. I have one share of ETN on Underdog, and I don't have any other shares. I just think it's all going to be all through the air. And if they get like down to the one, they're going to bring in Tank Bigsby, but he's not going to have enough production to like he'll have like 3 carries for 2 touchdowns, like those kind of games. Like he got you 12 points one week, but it's not enough to really impact your team. Was hoping for Lamar's pairing, Andrews 4-5. Yeah, it's one of my favorites, favorite pairings as well. I am happy. Love the 11 spot because you often get idiots at the 12, and it makes it a little easier. Yeah, I definitely get that. Mr. Butt doesn't. I don't know if he knows what exactly what he's doing. Over here at the 9 spot though is he's a wild man. Nothing makes sense, and it's just chaos. But you know what? Draft however you want to draft. If you want those 2 week 14 quarterback buys, you take those motherfuckers. I was hoping for McBride. Wasn't crazy about how that turn went. You got production. You got solid production out of those 2 players. Already took them. Yeah. Yeah, I just realized it after the fact. So, okay, that's all right. And we're not going to intentionally pair up Pickens with Russell Wilson or Justin Fields. But if it is my 3rd quarterback, it is going to be Justin Fields. But quarterbacks are kind of flying off the board, so we kind of have to be aware of what is going on here. Like if too many more go off the board, we need to reach on one. I say that as in other people in this lobby. There's a lot of people in this lobby that are part of this crew. Okay. Boom goes the dynamite. I don't have a lot of George Kittle, but a Brandon Ayuk George Kittle team makes a lot of sense. Good pick. Tight ends are also flying off the board currently. 69. For those who first tuning back in for a little bit, they added numbers to the draft board, which is awesome. You heard it here first, by the way. I don't get to report much news. Tom Strachan always beats me to the punch if I ever want to report anything. I did beat I got to the board before he did. I think that's one of the things. I got him too. I didn't get too much from last year. I'm in the DK Discord. They just opened up a thing talking about best ball. I put my little story. I put like a little blurb like how I won it and how it changed my life. I just want to get more people into it so we can get this filled. So, well, we shall see. We shall see. Oh, did we get any new subscribers? I didn't even check. Did not even check. YouTube. FanSpeak is live as well. 375. We did not get any new ones, but that's okay. The fact that we're at 375, we'll take it. We'll take it. I'm not really too worried about making this selection fast because it's going to be Najee Harris. Boop. Ba-dum-da-dum-dum-dum. I only have 91% Najee Harris. It's a damn shame. I think it also goes to on Underdog. I don't get them enough because 2 things. Like I get more. I don't just say I get enough. I get plenty, but I get more 10, 11, 12 picks over on UD than I do over here. For some reason, I don't get a lot of 10, 11, 12s on here, but regardless, I still can get him in the 7th because his ADP is at 90, which is middle of 8-6. But on Underdog, his ADP is 83, and that's 7-11. So I'm usually playing a little bit of Russian roulette over there. But typically there's a value or two. / you got to pick your favorite running back. Also, people don't like Najee Harris for some reason. Dude had a 40-yard touchdown run. Just putting that out there. Najee, oh boy, though. Yes, sir. First play of the 11s on 11s, 40-yard touchdown, Najee Harris. What? You say 40 yards, but he can't break a 25-yard tackle? Oh, yard gain? That's impossible. I'm so tired of people shitting on Najee, man. This is the year. He's going in the 7th, 8th round. Same round that Josh Jacobs was going the year that he broke out. This is a Najee. Maybe I don't want injury because to Warren, but maybe they just give more work just to Najee and run him to the ground, knowing that they have with Jalen the next year. And maybe Najee gets 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns, receives 60 catches for 400. That'd be nice for 4 tutties. I'll take that. You take that. That'd be what, 20 touchdowns? 2,000 yards? We take that. Dude, I gotta get a quarterback. Gotta get a quarterback, bruh. I'm gonna reach for him. Cause we gonna reach him. Najee. Dude, Najee is the man. I only call him Najee when I select him. But Najee is sounds cool. Dude, that Mahomes take there's some interesting drafters happening in the middle of the rounds right now. Ooh, we got him to fall. 12 picks past ADP. Let's go. Y'all are taking huge prices at your quarterback, and I just slightly get a nice fall in Joe Burrow right into my arms. Hey, Joey B. He's a good boy. Bum, 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 bum. Who else? Dude. This game's like zero running backs, baby, all day. Oh, takes Dak Prescott. Good choice. Good choice. Oh man, you got Jaden Daniels taken from you. Did he have? He obviously didn't have anything because Terry McLaurin's the only place that goes that early. That's fucked up. How you gonna do that to Brent? How you gonna do that to Brent? Michael Scheidt. Oh, he hits it 0521. You're not wrong. He certainly does. He went ASB, Derrick Henry, Mike Evans, Jacobs, Cook, Ingram, Stevenson, Warren. If he stops at running back right now, smashes 2 wide receivers, gets his quarterback, and then like 2 wide receivers, 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers, 1 quarterback, 2, like kind of that. Gets 3 quarterbacks. If he makes this a 3-11-1 build, it'd be okay. He can make it a 3-5-10 10-2 build, which is okay too, because that's what I usually do. He can make it work. He can make it work. Chase Brown, nice pick. Don't do it. Take Jared Goff, you doofus. Take Jared Goff. Take Jared Goff. Cortland Sutton. The fuck? Bada bing. Bada boom. Blammo. I need some air. Hakuna Matata. One of our Disney World shirts. That turn was a killer. Hoping for Daniels and Love. Oh. It definitely got over there. Oh, got a message. Currently in a draft. DK Milli on the YouTubes. It's a nice start, Felix. Yeah, dude, it's a chef's kiss currently. A chef's kiss currently. Let's take a look. Keep an eye on everybody else's teams here. A 1-2-5-1. Nice start. I don't know the players, but I got to assume probably smart. What'd you get with who's the second quarterback you drafted with? Nice. Yeah, you got that nice Chicago stack. Noise. None of the receivers are really falling to you for Allen. Are you a Mac Hollins drafter or an MVS guy? Or is there another wide receiver there that you're taking? Or are you just going to go Dawson Knox super late? Ba, 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 ba. Where was the T. Higgins drafter? Right here at the 2-hole. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, he would not have made it past him. He would have taken it right here, potentially. How did you wind up doing last season? Well, I didn't make it into any finals last year. I missed out by like a one or 2 points here and there. But the kicker is that I had all this free time to not look at my lineups. So I did some battle royales and ended up taking down week 17 battle royale by a sizable margin. Nobody was even remotely close to me. I destroyed that. I destroyed week 17, and it was the first time I've really done any battle royales. And I won by like 15 points or something along those lines. So we'll be doing more battle royales this year. Obviously, probably won't be able to replicate that same majestic luck as I did that day. I only did 20 some odd lineups and took it down for 20K. So if we look at it, I came out positive because I only spent like a little less than 10K last year. I spent like 9,800 last year. So I made a 10K profit on best ball / battle royales. But DFS wise, I got kind of raked. On the other side, I made a bunch of money in Rainmakers last year. That whole shithole stuff fucking sucks. Can't believe that guy's gonna get. Do I go Zach Moss and get the? Let's get the running back Zach Moss. Obviously, I would have loved Chase Brown instead, but we don't get to pick and choose who we get from other people's teams onto ours. So we'll take him there. We needed more running back power. That was a good toot. Oh, you should go Shaheed. No, I'm not going to tell you who to pick. But, get that double. Get that late quarterback play. 1531. He's kind of changing in this tune up here. Got Evan Ingram to pair up with or T-Law. Yeah, that's a good pick. That's what I would have done. That's a good pick. Yeah, that dude really. Those two guys really messed you over. What did he have? Hugh Mahomes and Love. Very weird. They have different bye weeks. Sometimes I feel like there are like new people to the best ball world, and they're just like, okay, well, I'll take, just to fill my bye week, I'll just take this guy. I did that. I mean, I feel like I did that too. The year I won it, I was like, well, I don't really need him because like I'm not counting on him to win. And I would do silly stuff like that too. Last pick was Gabe Davis. Son of a motherfucker. Whoosah. Where'd he go? Dalton Schultz? Finished up the tight end. Feel good about that. Feel real good about that. We got a little single stack. And I like it. So a nice little double. We have if we get a tight end, well, we may grab this might be a 2-5-10-3 build instead of my typical 3-5-10-2 build. Might just flip the quarterback and tight ends here. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. La da 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 dee dee. I still don't know why he hasn't taken. Jared Goff. Where's the JMO drafter? I mean, he shouldn't take him. Jared Goff's got to fall again right in front of this guy. I did miss the last 6 things. QBs are going quick. Yes, they are. You have to jump on that train before they are all gone. We're not giving this guy a smash team by letting Jared Goff fall off 30 picks. The 4-hole has passed on Goff only to take an unstacked T-Law the next round. No. He had Evan Ingram. 12 passes on T-Law to take unstacked T-Law. Now that's fun. Right there. Luka, but I don't think knows what he's doing, which is fine. Like everybody's new to the game. But he has Week 17 matchups with Nick Chubb and Jerry Jeudy going against Tua Tags. Battle Royale, isn't that like WWE Royal Rumble? Dude, I wish. It's the same. It's just like if you're playing in the finals of a best ball tournament. It's like you hope nobody has your team, and you hope you draft the best version of it. A Battle Royale, they all start in the ring at the same time. Royal Rumble, they come in every few minutes. That is true. But they're very quick. Mine started so well, but feels like I'm headed towards a vomit QB room. I kind of feel like you are too. But I'm not letting this guy, Brett Wag, get a falling Jared Goff. So if somebody don't take him, I will take him. I don't care. That shit ain't going to fly in my room. Somebody take him. There you go, Parker. Good job, man. Can't let this stand. The person that should have grabbed him was Lamar Jackson, a rich drafter, to switch off the buys and grab someone that pairs up with his tight end. La-da-da-dee-da-dee-dee. We like Polk here. I don't know. Did he do anything today? I did not watch any of the football game as I was putting my daughter down to go to sleep. And I did not have my phone on me. La-da-da-dee-da-dee-dee. All right, he just paid the rake. You don't take Ezekiel Elliott when you drafted 5 other running backs. At that point, you paid the rake. Sorry, man. You need more wide receiver than this, and you're ruining your EV by taking Ezekiel Elliott. I don't even think he was a value at that point. What? Oh, he has 3 quarterbacks: Baker Mayfield, Jordan Love, Pat Mahomes. Does he have a Tampa Bay Buccaneer? Nope. He's got Travis Kelce, Cole Kmet. Look, boys, one of the best ball nationers is going to advance out of this round. Now, I'm putting that out there. I can about, stamp that one for 100%. Da 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 dee. La da 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 dee. Rudolph with your nose so bright. Won't you guide my sleigh tonight? We're going to take a little bit of a discount pick on AD Mitchell. I was going to grab a running back there. Won't say which one. But he is one of my highest owned running backs. But we're going to go double rookie wide receiver there. One of the reasons I'm high on Cup and the Rams is that I've been watching Marvin Harrison, don't get me wrong, was highly touted as one of the best wide receivers to come out of college, right? But it doesn't excuse how open he has been. And I don't know if they're just trying different coverages on, I don't know exactly what's happening with Arizona, but there's nobody within 15, 20 yards of him sometimes. And at some point, it's not Marvin Harrison, it's the defense. Like, can you name anybody on that defense except for Buda Baker? Because that's the only person I can think of. And that's probably not good. Can't believe Stafford fell to you. Yeah. It's a nice little fall. I think I got him at 150, 155 yesterday, didn't I? Or was that 2 days ago? Da 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 da. La da 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 da. I can't wait for Christmas time. Najee's gonna score 4 touchdowns on the Chiefs. We will scream hooray. I think we got to make a final. If we don't, we're gonna be sad. Oh, I can't go back-to-back years without making a final. You gotta make at least one. At least one final. At least one. I'm gonna make a final and a qualifier, and then get like 15th place for like $200. So the running back that I wanted went literally one pick after I wanted. I wanted Jalen right there. That's okay. It went to Dean, Mr. Nathan. Oh, I like that you got a JSN a little early. I like that pick. I bet you Derek would have liked that correlated pick. I don't know if he would have gotten him, unless he would have gotten right here as a bring back. Been one of my favorite picks for a little bit there. Rudolph with your nose so bright. We're gonna take fields tonight. Now we have a triple. Najee Harris, George Pickens, Justin Fields. We're done at quarterback. Hitting with that flex. Let's go. A lot of week 14s right here. Okay. Do I have any bye week issues here? Quarterback 12, 9, and 9. But we don't even know if he's going to be on the field by then. Running backs are 9, 6, 12. Oh, I only have 3. Only have 3 running backs. Wide receivers 14, 14, 9, 14, 9, 12. Okay. So we need a little bit of variety at wide receiver. But there's a couple week 11 wide receivers that I like. Late. Not too worried about that. Tight ends is 9 and 14. So we're good there. Rudolph with your nose so bright. Don't you snort some coke tonight. So Ray Davis going a little early. A little bit. It's a pretty decent team out of the 3-hole. Other than getting a naked Jaden Daniels and kind of screwing a couple teams over. Other than that pick, it's a fairly decent team. Just realized I am on the clock. What do we like here? So Bucky Irving. Yeah. We take it. We'll take it. That's a market. I love it. Oh, Braylon Allen goes off the board. Yeah. Mr. Dean. No, was it you? Who was it? Who was after Parker? Parker took Braylon Allen. Good pick. I would have loved this team if I took CD at 1 and Dak at 73 instead of Watson and CMC. Yeah, I mean, you didn't know that the guy was going to take Love unstacked. Coach, flex it on him. Let's try Coach. Didn't realize you had the stack for Fields. Yes, sure did. Oh, you went Derek Carr. That's good. It's good that you got Derek Carr. Your team definitely needed Derek Carr. For sure. My guy Derek is taking Ben Sinnott. He's been talking him up all preseason. I was out on the train, and I think I'm giving up, but I think I'm going to have to oblige and agree with that sentiment and draft. I drafted one share earlier today. I drafted a naked Jaden Daniels, like the guy did earlier, and grabbed a Ben Sinnott and Luke McCaffrey team earlier. Even though I know that he got reports of, was it Zacchaeus getting some work potentially at the 2-hole, but whatever. You know you're dead if your team needs Derek Carr. Yeah, I've been trying to avoid Chris Olave just because I don't want to have to look at Derek Carr throwing him the ball. So I'm literally light on my position on Olave because I don't want to watch Derek Carr. I'd rather watch Spencer Rattler, but I don't know if the coach there is smart enough to put him in. La-di-da-di. La-da-da-da-da. McMillions, welcome to the squad. Got a little Tampa Bay stack. Bunch of little stacks. You know what's funny? As I always, I know nobody else probably, like, there's a few people in here, but not a lot. I was on Eric Bimefor's channel, aka Spike Week, called Best Ball Bros. 2 weeks after I won it, I always go back to like that my thought process to that day. I was like, well, I was like, I think the strat was just to get as many like little stacks as you could get like on your team, and I kind of have it represented here in a weird way. Obviously, I don't have two Miami, but I have a nice little full-on team onslaught with Cincinnati. Got a nice trio for San Francisco. Got two for Houston. Got a nice little trio for Pittsburgh. We don't have two for New England yet, but if Javon Baker's somewhere out like here, I might get that. Tampa Bay guys, a little double. Never mind. Baker goes to this guy. It's all right. I was saying his name so I could get my real pick, Jalen Hyatt. A bring back for the AD Mitchell game. Like a nice little bunch of little stacks. Nothing too wild. They have 2 week 11 buys, so I don't have to worry about that any longer. That helps that. So it's 2 11s, 2 14s, 2 9s, 3 14s, and a 12. The game winner, Aeneas Smith from Tanner McKee. Rookie Aeneas Smith, I'm pretty sure. Obviously, I am a big Chargers fan, but man, I do, and it's maybe because I cheer for Najee Harris, but I've started to really like the coach for. Well, I mean, how do you not like the coach for Pittsburgh? You know what I mean? Mike Tomlin's a pretty fucking cool dude, and obviously, I think I had the coolest coach now with Jim Harbaugh. Mike McDaniels is a really cool coach. Like, it's kind of like there's some good coaches out there now. Like, I hate Sean McVay, but now I'm like, do I hate him because he coaches for the Broncos, or do I hate him because he's kind of an asshole? I have to go. I think he's more because he's an asshole. Oh, he goes triple tight end, and Dawson Knox to match it up with the bring back of Malachi Corley for the Week 17 matchup. And I think that concludes the amount of quarterbacks. Let's see here. 2, 5, 7, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 23, 24. Wait, what? That didn't make sense. 2, 5, 7, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 23, 26, 28, 31. 31 quarterbacks have been drafted. Not very many quarterbacks to draft. So, gosh dog it. Parker. Let's gonna go Gesicki there. Keep him tagged. Where we at? Probably use another running back. Take Will Shipley here. I been auto drafting a bunch of the sort of auto drafting the qualifiers. I like have it up on my phone and I star if I'm like paying attention, but I have it on auto draft. And I had I autoed Carson Steele in one of them. I don't know. I mean, he kind of just outworks people and gets on the field and does damage. I'm not opposed. I've been grabbing Whittington. Oh. Do I have anything to go with that? I do not. Jalen Naylor. You know what's funny is that I was probably the only person drafting Eric Naylor or Jalen Naylor last year. And this year people are taking him. I didn't draft a lot of Jalen Naylor, but I was like, well, he's the 3 in Minnesota. Well, I guess he was really the 4th, but if something happened to Jordan Addison or what's his face, I was like, he's better than KJ Osborne, which clearly the team thought so too, because they would have kept KJ if they hadn't thought that. So, not impressed with the wide receivers here. Nonplussed. We'll keep Rowan Wilson though. The back pocket as we look at the running backs. Bum, 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 bum. 17 yards while catching. His only target for 8 yards. So 1.7 to 0.7, 3.5 points on 7 touches. Rushed 5 times for 6 yards. Oof. Oof. Go ahead and read off these teams. Mr. Derek got Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., DJ Moore, Josh Allen, Keenan Allen, David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift, Caleb Williams, Brian Robinson Jr., Tyler Lockett, Blake Corum, Trey Benson, Tyler Algier, Ricky Pearsall, Tyler Conklin, Ben Sinnott, Malachi Corley, Dawson Knox, Ray McLeod, and Gerald Everett. Another 4 tight end build for you. Didn't you have one just the other day too? It's very interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Yeah. Keep an eye on you for that 4th tight end now. It's my go. It's my go. Sorry, guys. Take Dylan Robbie. Mr. Jose went Puka Nakua, Drake London, Travis Etienne, Amari Cooper, Chris Godwin, Kyle Pitts, JSN, Raheem Mostert, DeAndre Hopkins, Kirk Cousins, Pat Freiermuth, Deshaun Watson, Matthew Stafford, Marshawn Lloyd, Kamani Vidal, Audric Estime, Roshan Johnson, Troy Franklin, Elijah Moore, and Jordan Whittington. That is a solid squad with being able to double stack your quarterbacks, which is nice. Or at least I know you got Elijah Moore with him. Say, please. Did you get anything early? Or is that just a naked Deshaun Watson early? No, you had Amari Cooper, so that's nice. Yeah. And you had Drake London to go with Kirk. So at least you stacked your quarterbacks, so no nakedness. So you guys 2 good drafts on the right side of the board. The left side of the board was kind of crazy. I don't know. Mr. Nathan Grab Bijan, Cooper Cup, DK Metcalf, guys I like. Trey McBride, another guy I usually draft. Christian Kirk, another guy I usually draft. Kyler Murray, another guy I usually draft. Zamir White, another guy I usually draft. This is one of my teams right here. Got to be using my ranks, right? Addison, Devin Singletary, Gus Edwards, Justin Herbert, Jalen Wright, Wandale Robinson, Geno Smith, DJ Shark, Luke McCaffrey, Chigakonkwo, Zay Jones, Jelani Woods. I would say the first 12 picks ish, no, first 13 picks. I think I have that team somewhere, somewhere in my teams. I have this exact team somewhere. Obviously, you throw in Najee for Zamir and move everything down one. Take out Gus, I guess. Oh man, it's a good team. Good team. Your king, Mr. Felix Castro, drafted Jamar Chase, Devin A. Chain, Brandon Ayuk, Stephon Diggs, George Pickens, George Kittle, Najee Harris, Joe Burrow, Brock Purdy, Zach Moss, Dalton Schultz, Jalen Polk, A.D. Mitchell, Justin Fields, not Bruce Irving, Mr. Bucky Irving, Jalen McMillions, Jalen Hyatt, Will Shipley, Eric All Jr., and Dylan Mr. Lubes. I think, isn't Chip Chasing going to pick their guy? I feel like it's going to be Dylan Lobby. Good draft. I'm gonna pretend that the team has turned 11 and I win. Yeah, you didn't need Hyatt. Sorry, man. Andy Reid is the coolest in the league. Rings are cool. You're not wrong. Derek, you're not wrong. Sean Payton, yeah, I don't like Sean Payton. He smells. I've been taking Steele at the end of all my drafts lately. Guy's a beast. I agree. Watched too much UCLA last year. You watched too much college football last year. Based on what I'm hearing. I'm hearing good reports from Steele. I think he's going to get used to that offense and maybe even like gets the job if something happens to Pacheco. RB3 for the Chiefs? Potentially. Why so far? But I'm hearing he'll play some fullback as well. Yeah. I don't mind going 4 tight ends if I wait till the end. Felt my RBs and wide receivers were good enough to get away with. Yeah, I definitely understand that. I'm going to pretend that Sujin has Jordan Love. I win on DK out of UD. And good job, guys. All right, let me read the last but not least, Mr. Brent Smith, a.k.a. Bando 618 area code for the St. Clair County. CMC, Chris Olave, Devontae Adams, Dalton Kincaid, Terry McLaurin, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson. We're making it up, but we're going to say Jordan Love instead of Tony Pollard. Chase Brown, Tony Pollard, Rashid Shaheed, TJ Tajay Spears, Ty Chandler, Luke Musgrave, Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, Tyron Tracy, Marvin Mims, Gardner Minshew. You got butt fucked by quarterbacks. Theo Johnson, Trey Tucker, Marvin Mims. I think I'm not picking on you because I just putting it out there. I think you had the worst team just because your quarterbacks got butt fucked. And that you could actually just think these weird guys drafting 3 quarterbacks when they have like elite quarterbacks. You could think those guys. But you never know. Sometimes the worst teams end up being the best teams. They all have different bye weeks. And you have great player positions like you have Kincaid, you have CMC, who could be the one. You have other players, that are going to dominate their positions. So you just lost the quarterback position, but you could easily get solid enough production from Daniel Jones, Derek Carr, and Gardner Minshew. If Gardner Minshew even starts, who knows? Joe Flacco, Brissett went off the board. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. Go ahead and pull up Underdog. Guys, go hit the like button for me. It says, I'm out, man. Peace. Later. Yeah, it would have made sense too. What am I doing? Underdog. Dude, I'm starting thinking about drafting Jameis Winston. I don't know. There's something in the air with the Cleveland Browns that just like says Jameis Winston is the dude. And, I don't know. Maybe I'm making stuff up in my head. Let's see here. It is 71.3% filled. That is wild. I guess that's why they dropped the puppy 3 today. Alrighty. Dun, 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 dun. Present. Share screen. Underdog. Go ahead and jump on in, boys and gals. Okay. Refresh. Hit NFL. BBM. Okay. Waiting for 6 people. And don't forget, if you are not signed up by the end of tonight, Jose does win the $200. So please subscribe to the Patreon. Sign up for the league. That would be grateful. BBM5. BBM5. Why is there a water fountain next to a fucking 3 porta potties or 3 pissers? That looks like it goes straight from fuck that. Oh, that's gross. Cross-country parents, what are some comfy running shoes for this sport? Liam just decided. First day of school, he was joining. Started that day. What happened to this dolphin? Ooh, at the 5 pick? Let's go. Dude, Shamus are fucking up dolphins left and right, man. Ooh. But maybe dolphins know, like, or Shamus know that dolphins are like rapers. You put a dolphin near people, and his little pee-pee will stick out and try to kill people or rape people. I don't fuck with dolphins. They scare me. They're cool. Away from me. NF42, GM, Felix, need a space to chill while I draft. How many BBMs left? I believe I have, this is 116. This is 116. Felix, need a space to chill while I draft. Okay, make sure I was reading that correctly. I'm dreaming of a Justin Jefferson. He looks good on this team. And Nick, did you finish your all your drafts? I don't think we got any drafts in together. You know, we randomly are always like occasionally competing against one another in the underdog space here and there. It's a fun community because sometimes you just like you run into people over and over and over again. Like Feed the Freezer, I always end up drafting against that guy in golf. I've never seen him in any of my tournaments, but pretty much I've got 149 and 1 slug going. So yeah, you're done. I guess I should throw the board up. Oh, I do not like UD's UI. Let's see here. We can maybe do this way. Draft from my phone. share this tab instead. Honey, was it me? Was it me? She caught me in the bedroom. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. Yeah, he's been MIA for a while. I feel, yeah. Freezer Daily Warrior though, for sure. Can't beat him. Yeah, dude, I hate it. I haven't done, honestly. I haven't been in any dailies, so definitely not in golf. I kept getting waxed on golf, which is weird because in the season long golf, I fucking wrecked. But in the dailies, I get wrecked. Yeah, dude's a beast in the dailies. At least in the golf, I don't really keep up with baseball and basketball, which is funny because I almost took down a tournament in basketball off of like 3 entries, but it's not my sport. It's not my sport. I only play when I think I have an edge. All right, well, I guess we'll take JT here. I usually like to grab Cup, but I feel like it's a bit of a fall. Am I wrong? I guess I can make myself a little smaller, right? No. Yeah. No. Yeah. You guys don't get to see your picks in the middle down here for right now. How far does this one look? We'll go back to the bottom left. Oh gosh, he's getting my build at the 3 hole or at the 4 hole. If he gets neighbors, that's it. He wins. He wins this league. This draft room. Wait, what happened here? Hold on. AJ Brown when it's 7 with Marvin Harrison. Amon-Ra and Jahmyr Gibbs. If this dude grabs Laporta, he's got the full Detroit stack, which is kind of wild to think about. Sadiba went early. Nico, Devon. Tyreek went at 1. What? Oh, my brain can't handle you guys doing silly stuff. Then you take Brandon Ayuk. Like, that's not like a... I don't know. I guess you're a non-Badger. Said I'm not able to grab the Gibbs discount in BBM, but that's punishment for trying to get these drafts done early. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt like last year. I finished mine right before training camp opened, and I was, 1, disappointed about some of the falls I could have gotten, and then 2, the Cooper Kupp injury really fucked me over. If I would have waited, obviously I would have been a little bit lighter on Cooper Kupp and whatnot. And that one hurt a lot of my teams. A lot. Same with the Christian Watson shit. But that happened like a week before the season started, like in a practice or something. I had just spent like $700 on his elite card, and then he's like came up limping, and I'm like, what? Oh, Rainmakers, I miss you so much. Oh, 1 pick away. Got Kyron though. That's a good pick. I'm just gonna take the values right now. We'll see what happens later. I feel pretty good about this team. I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling bougie here. I have no rankings up for BBM. I'm just drafting off of ADP and just join the Patreon to show some love. Let's go. Nice. Appreciate it. Go check out the videos I did with like Pat from the Dog Pound, King Cap. All those videos are really good videos, rewatchable. I can't listen to myself talk, but I know that those interviews were really good. Yeah, I've got about 18% Downs and 16% Hopkins. So that's been the biggest hit in the portfolios. See, I believed in Calvin Ridley, so I missed out on the Hopkins, thankfully. But I got hit with the Downs. I had 4% Rondell, so that kind of stunk. And in the big board, I had 12%, just JJ, and I had 7% in BBM JJ. So thankfully, I can lower that down to probably 4 to 5%, I think. So it doesn't look as bad, but those early teams are like whatever, But and I got a lot of shit for it on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, for drafting 3 quarterbacks. But I feel like it goes to show like you should draft 3 quarterbacks when like a random fluke injury, can happen. And had he been my second quarterback and my only second quarterback, like I'd feel shit out of luck, if you know what I mean. It should be the pinned comment at the very top of my page. True, don't get me wrong. So am I. I still have a decent amount of Ridley, but Hopkins was just price related. Yeah, I got you for sure. We're just gonna take more discounts. 37 is his ADP. Getting him at 44. I don't. I'm not trying to be that guy, but Jesus, let's get this back on track, y'all. Spoons out, yeah. Definitely it's just scooping value right now. I'm not how I usually like to draft, but it is kind of wild to get this big of values on these guys. Did McBride go? I feel bad if McBride's here. He shouldn't be. The McBride drafter should be the Big Gill or the Big L right in front of me at 52. But he's probably going to grab Mark Andrews. So somebody else needs to grab it, or else I'm going to feel dumb for not grabbing it. But I already have Laporta. Okay, good. God, that's an ugly team from the one hole. Oh, that's super ugly. Tyreek, Brandon Ayuk, Pacheco, Trey McBride. I mean, I just don't think Pacheco at the 2-3 turn is the right play. Now, a lot of people are going to realize that Laporta was going to the 2-3 turn, with CMC at the start of BBM4. So fourth round is like no question. Right, like that's how I feel too. Like I remember he was going because of the week 17 matchup, and I was like, okay. So getting where I got him was kind of wild, but yeah. Mark Andrews goes. So good. I think I'm going to get T. Higgins here for potentially. Well, Lamar Jackson might get T. I don't know what he's going to do here. He looks like he's just pissing in the 3 hole. So. That makes sense. All right, so we're going to grab T probably. Oh, Terry McLaurin. Where is T? Wait, did T go? 51. Pick him at. So not really big value here. We're gonna take a look at where the board is. We have Terry McLaurin lined up to be drafted. Oh, T Higgins went at pick 8. Got you. Just didn't see it. Coach, if it's just you and Jose, 3 people will not start the league, so we will cancel the league, and you and Jose will both get $100 if you guys do not sign up. If nobody else signs up by the end of tonight, you and Jose will both get $100 at the end of week 17, so I can pay out both of you guys at the same time. Because you need at least 4 people to sign up to do the draft, and nobody else has signed up if it's you two. So you guys both get $100. If we get one more person, then we can do the league for $200. That will be 4 people. 4 people competing, or technically 3, because I'm just being in the league for $200. That'd be wild. I can't even imagine what that draft would be like. Oh. What you got for me, Mr. Dylan Schmittler? I started in my current draft, AJ, Cup, ETN, Hurts, Pickens, Terry. Is Pickens ADP dropping? It is dropping for some reason. I'm not really sure why George Pickens ADP is dropping. Didn't drop here, but I have gotten him in the 50s in some drafts. Each team would be loaded. Yeah, it would just be like, who are the best plays of the week? How do you feel about people bringing Rice back up to the early 4th? Obviously, can pay off at that price, but still is hard to compete against the 6th and 7th Rice shares. Yeah, at that point, he has to come up because his value is at a higher price. But I think those same drafters could have JJ on their teams. Like you have to realize that like they also drafted at a completely different time. Maybe all those Rashid Rice drafters didn't get a good combo. I don't know. That's kind of the way the cookie crumbles. So all the people who have huge rice bags, they're definitely at an advantage if the people that drafted a lot of rice at that price point have an advantage. But if you took them here and like at an 8% rate, I don't think you have much of an advantage over anybody else. We're gonna go Deontay here. Not at practice because he pulled his hammy, from what I've understood, or groin. Not too worried about it though. What draft are you trying to fill? I'm not trying to fill it. In my Patreon league, it's $5 to sign up for my Patreon. There's currently Jose, myself, and Coach. And if nobody else signs up for it, they both get $100. If anybody else signs up for it, we were competing in a 4-man currently would be a 4-man league. Winner gets $200. But if I make the finals, the other person wins $200. How about just a 1v1 against a very optimal race drafter? Yeah, if it's a good drafter and they got like a bunch of combinations and the best one came out into week 17, they have the advantage in a way. But maybe they got somebody that came out of nowhere kind of drafter, like a Jalen Naylor. What if Jalen Naylor, is who I was touting 2 years ago, when he's like a running back at the wide receiver position. Like he's very talented after the catch type of thing. Real thick lower body is that guy. Like, what if that was the guy you needed for week 17? It really all depends, like, because we're competing against 12 people, against 12 people, or what is it, 13? I don't know. Whatever the numbers are, it's really weird. Against that weird algorithm that they have for their playoffs. I don't know. I think it's tough to say. I do think we don't know anything, to be completely honest. I think that the people that took a lot of Rashee Rice have a bigger advantage over the people that are just recently taking them or the people that have a spotty amount of shares. If that makes any sense. Blue Eyed Bandit, the Patreon is patreon.com/ or maybe /. I'm not really sure which one of the one that goes. The one at the question mark. Best Ball Nation. 2 of 12, 1 of 13, 1 of 16, 539 finals. So, yeah. The thing is with the Rashee Rice drafters, you have to understand, like, it's also, Travis Kelce's there. Hollywood Brown is there now. It wasn't there last year. Xavier Worthy. So he may not even be needed for week 17, but he might be needed for week 16, week 15, might be the overall wide receiver one there. We don't really know how that offense is going to work. The winner might just be a naked Pat Mahomes and with the bring back of Najee Harris kind of thing. Like Najee's goes for 180, 4 touchdowns, Christmas Day miracle. And then throughout the weekend, you just needed other wide receivers and tight ends. I don't really chase his ADP as well. I kind of, if he falls to me, I'll take it. But unless I get Pat Mahomes, I'm not looking to draft him. Yeah, I have a hard time chasing ADP if I didn't get the click, unless it's a new contest. ADP doesn't matter at that point. Yeah, I can see that. I don't mind if it makes. I'm not worried about other drafters' drafts. You can't. You can't worry about competing with other people. At this point, you just got to build the best team that you can build over and over and over and over again, and just hope that one of them hits the right pods and explodes week 17. That's the way I look at it. It's like I try. That's why a lot of my builds look very similar to one another, because I'm drafting practically the same team over and over and over again, but with different variations. It's like, if this team is that I think is going to do well, does what I think it's going to do, I think that it's more optimal to advance and to do well in the finals. Like, I don't know how you guys build your DFS contest. This is how I approach best ball, is in a DFS mindset, is that I'm not trying to stray very far away from my core set of players when doing these. I will, let's say for week 1, I'm like, hold on, let me make my pick and expand further here in a second. I think I get back what I want on the bring back. So let's go ahead and take Zamir. So I'm already starting to build my core for week 1, and I don't think I'm going to win, but I'm going to max the Millie, and I'm going to take my guys just to do it right. So right now I have a bunch of Gabe Davis, because he's 4,500. I have Najee Harris, obviously, because he's 53 or 56, somewhere in that 5,500 range. And it's okay, so I'm starting with those two, and then I'm building around those guys. So I have my locked core, and I'm just building the best team I can for week 17. Now, if somebody might have the better lineup and just lucked into it, that's fine. But in my head, I'm building what I think is going to be optimal for week 17, which I think it's going to be the Jags, Najee Harris, Trey McBride, Cooper Kupp going against that terrible Cardinal pass defense. All right, so it's going to be a 4-man tournament unless other people sign up. And I can't believe we got 2 people filled in there. So whoever wins out of 3 people currently will win $200 for the Patreon League at the end of the year. And you guys don't have to feel pressure to stay Patreon members. I'm doing it to give back to my community for being here. I would appreciate if people stayed there because then I can show my wife, hey, look, I'm pretty cool. I've got, eight subscribers on Patreon, but I think I have 10, but I don't really understand how it works. Oh, someone took Jaden Daniels. I mean, I shouldn't have expected him to be there, but still sad. Still sad. We're going to take Chase Brown here. Fill out the rest of our running back room. God damn, dude. Ruin all the fun. What is this, a 4-4? 4-4-1? Yeah. I might grab Goff on the way back. Oh, well. I don't do the Yahoo thing. Derek, don't you want a shot at $200? All right, Derek, if I'm still doing content next year, we will do it on ESPN. Is that okay? Do we do ESPN, Derek? Trust me, I went hard this year compared to last year on same player stance and sort of build uniquely around them. Yeah, I get you. I got you. Yeah, I think that's the right way to do it personally. But I'm a little biased. I can handle ESPN. I already have 4 leagues there, so good. That's good. All right, next year, if we do it, and depending on how many subscribers we have next year, if we get within the year, get to 500 subscribers on YouTube, we'll do a $500 league next year. If we get to 500 subscribers by the end of week 17 this year, we will do $500 for an ESPN league next year. And whoever wins it, wins it. If not, we'll do, if I'm still creating content, if everything is going correctly and going the right way and nothing happens in my life, we will do that. I said 500, not 5 million. 500. $500 for 500 subscribers. On the clock. Take Trevor Lawrence. Big Trevi. We're going to reach on Gabe if he makes it back to me. Figure out that you guys can't see what I'm doing. Oh, that dude took Jared Goff right in front of me. Did he have Emerald? Okay, that makes sense. But I got to grab a quarterback at this point. It's too risky to go without it. Now, I'm definitely reaching here, but I think I have to at this point. Yeah, I don't think I'll make enough to pay off everybody in my Patreon, but we'll just start saving. We'll put 25 a week away. But we have to hit 500 subscribers on YouTube so I can monetize something. I know you don't get a lot, but I can save whatever money we get from that and Patreon and just give it to you guys. I'm trying to be a generous host, because if I hire anybody, I also have to pay them. Pay them something. I don't know what I'm going to pay, but I'll pay them something. I was getting bored, and I need need a team to beat anyway. Good. He's talking that shit, Blue-Eyed Bandit. I think I got into the semis, which obviously wasn't very hard to do in a 6-man league last year. Dennis ended up taking him down. Doesn't look like he's going to repeat his crown, but Yeah. Dennis got $100 right as week 17-ish ended. I forgot, and he reminded me, and I paid him as soon as he reminded me, because I am a little bit airheaded when it comes to those things. Gabe Davis. Yep. So. So who do we have? We have Blue Eyed Bandit, Coach, and Jose in the league. That's fun. That's a fun league. So what do we do in that league? Do we how do you attack a 4-man league? How do I attack a 4-man league? I don't even know. Draft the best players, obviously. He can talk. You got to watch out for the quiet ones. Yeah, draft the best players. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, do I just take chalk and just draft whatever on top? Do we go heavy RB? Is that the strat? I forget. I don't remember the scoring. It's been so long since I set it up. I believe it's I think it's PPR. I honestly do not remember. I imported the rules from last year, so nobody in that league is currently from the previous year's league. So everybody's new to this league. So make sure, since all three of you guys are here, go read the rules. I'll have to read it myself later. Bully tight end. I was thinking that too. Just terrible idea. Yeah, you're probably right. I had no idea what to do there. Oh, because it's a redraft league, right? So I haven't even done a redraft leagues yet this far. I got second in my auction redraft league. Yahoo. It's the pinned comment, Blue Eyed, on Patreon. It should be at the very top. Dalton Schultz or Pat Fryermuth. Let's go, Patty. 12 picks past ADP. We're just keeping the spoons out today. Currently, we have a 1-4-5-2 build. Not my typical builds, but to start off with, not too far away yet either. And if he's talking about the Patreon league, it should be a Yahoo league. We go to my Patreon and just copy and paste the link. Patreon, basic settings. Unless he's talking about this is currently UD. Yeah, then in that case, you are correct. Hold on. Copied. StreamYard. Paste. All right. It is pasted onto both. I think you'll have to type it out. I don't know if it actually just goes onto. I don't think it's clickable, but that is the link. It should be the top link when you sign up. It is currently locked for members only, as far as I know. Am I up? I am up. Fuck. I don't have any Leggett. I think with this team, we don't have any rookies. Do we take them? I'm not a fan of Leggett. I know somebody is, but I am personally not. We let it go down to the business there. Oh, man, it's a tough selection. What do we have? What do we have? A 1-4-6-2. One more running back, two more quarterbacks, and a wide receiver. Two wide receivers. One notification. Aaron Avery has joined. Nathan Nunn. Yeah, if you go to the page we pull up as a member, I guess I can't look at it as a member. So as a creator, on my side of it, it is the pinned top thing. So if you guys sign up for that, if we need one other, we'll leave it open for the end of the week, and then we'll close it if we need one more person. Nathan, okay. Sweet. Let's see here. I still follow my strip club from back home, from back in St. Louis, and every once in a while I go through my Twitter, and I just see some. They're not like no nipple showing, but like just tits in my face. I'm like, whoa. It's like football, tits. I'm like, whoa. What's the actual thing? I can't open this at work. Oh my goodness. I love my little strip club. I used to go there to watch the UFC fights because the Buffalo Wild Wings by my house was charging us to go watch the fights there. And I'm not about paying to go watch UFC fights. I was like, if I'm going to go to an establishment, it should be playing regardless. Like, I don't have to have you had to spend like a minimum amount of money there to watch the fights, and I was not about that business. Take Justin Fields here. And then wait one round for that. We're going to take the fall on Lloyd if he makes it back to us. If not, we'll take Antonio Gibson. We'll be done at running back. I will say I thought this was a shoe-in bet for Jose to win the $200. Gotta set it up. Got it set up. Nice. I thought Jose had it in the bag. I thought it was like, okay, I guess someone else is signing up. I was convinced that at that point that nobody else was going. Now he's got competitors. Okay, Marshawn Lloyd does go off the board there. We're still going to get some value with Antonio Gibson if he makes it back to me. There is a red badge drafter. Let's see here. Could he use a running back? Probably. He's got 4. Kenneth Walker, Tyler Edger. He could definitely use one more running back, so I could see him grabbing Gibson here. He has a piece of the Chargers. Makes kind of a bit of sense. Yeah. It made sense. Let's go back to the running back room. That pick I can wait on. We're going to wait on this pick as well. Where is he? There he is. So we're going to reach here. I was going to go Jermaine Burton there. Marvin Mims. Probably one of my highest owned players. I guess somebody drafted McMillions. Did I see? Let's see here. Did someone take over the Rhine? Took McMillions. Good pick. Good pick. Da 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 da. Yeah, I just talked about getting him in the previous draft. That's kind of funny that you're talking about. I'm actually a Carson Steele fan. I had him on a couple big board teams. My big board teams are teams to mess with if Fields starts. I'm kind of down bad if Fields doesn't play at all this year because I had 12% McCarthy and then I think I had still like 11% Fields. Yeah, dude. He's built like a fucking brick house, man. Yeah, I don't think he looked like an amazing. Like he wasn't like he wasn't Ray Davis, right? Like he wasn't breaking these huge runs, but he was like always going forward. Had good runs. Let me double check, make sure I remember his tape. Like he looked good in UCLA. So like, let's see here. And he's Mike Allstott-esque the way he runs. It's all fucking from the Chiefs. UCLA highlights. Carson highlights. Oh my gosh, Josh. There's no way to mute this. Holy cow. 5 seconds. Oh, this is just doesn't finish. Okay. We're going to go ahead and pop this over on YouTube. And make sure that we don't miss our pick here. I think I'm going to grab a quarterback first. Yeah, we'll just run this as ADP and see what happens. All right, Carson Steele. That was fast. Okay, from the 4, runs, right up the gut, power drives over people. 2 picks away, it says. Double check. It is correct. Yeah, like he's not like super fast, but he's like fast enough, right? Makes a nice little. Honestly, a little bit of Najee Harris. When he gets a little bit of steam going, he's hard to bring down. I don't see him hopping over anybody, but decent hands. On the clock. Bryce Young, welcome to the squad. I hear fullback, but I'm not going to lie to you. He's not really a fullback. I mean, I'm sure he'll do whatever it takes to make a fucking squad, but like nothing just screams fullback. It screams running back. He's got good vision. He's not explosive. I think that's the biggest issue. Like he doesn't have NFL top speed, but he's got good enough speed. Right? Like he's not going to beat anybody to the corner. So that's not his play. His play is up and down, create some kind of hole for him, like right in the middle. He can kind of have a little bit of a wiggle to get to the tackle if need be. Sheds tacklers, though. Decent enough hands to play the fullback position and sneak out and get a bunch of touchdowns. Trucking people, yep, we love to see it. Hits the hole. Doesn't dance around the hole either. Doesn't look for like the big play because that's not his game. Catches. I mean, his highlight said weird dropping his highlight film, but good body control. You do notice when he does see the hole, like on the outside, he is fucking hauling as fast as he can to that fucking corner. And he's hard to take down against little guys. On the clock. Grab Kendra Miller. I'm not mad at it if that's the way it goes. Yeah, what I was saying, Chiefs love to want weird plays and formations, the red zone, so you just never know. You're not wrong. Like they really do like to run some bullshit around the end zone. As long as your run game's there's a chance to get in the red zone, yeah. And honestly, if they're blowing out people, like they're going to put in Carson Steele, they're not going to put Pacheco out there. He doesn't have outright speed. He's never going to take it to the house. But the red zone, I think he can find a weird role. I agree. That is a good comp or a good evaluation of how he plays. He's going to be in red zone packages. He's going to take touchdowns away from Travis Kelce in the later part of the season when they're not using him as much. Like he'll fill the Kelce touchdown red zone area role. Just subscribed. All right, let's go. Wait, to the Patreon or to YouTube? Both is good. Both are good things in the world. Holy cannoli, y'all. This is a good day for me. Holy cow. Two Nathans. That's not going to be confusing. That's not going to confuse me at all. Again, it is the top pinned comment post is the Yahoo League. If you just sign up for the Patreon, you get free rolled into it, $200 to first place. And if we have an odd number of teams, end of the week has gone by with no other subscribers, I will just enter another one of my Yahoos and it'll just be auto drafted. And I will throw out all the players that get drafted. Actually, I won't do that because that screw up everybody's teams. I will just leave whatever he gets, and it will be a dead team in there. If we have an odd number, because I know that the Yahoo does not like odd numbers. We are almost on the clock for our final pick. Surprised he didn't get drafted beforehand by the Daniel Jones drafter. Is there a Daniel Jones drafter? There was a Daniel Jones drafter. Jordan Whittington goes off the board. I do like some Jordan Whittington. He went DJ Chark. Interesting. Did he get Malik Neighbors at least? No. He could have gotten Jalen Hyatt instead of DJ Chark, and I think that would have been the right pick. But we'll take Jalen Hyatt. High upside. Very low floor, but 20th or 18th round, we'll take the high floor or high upside. How many teams are in the league? All right, well, I'm not 100% sure, to be completely honest. Theo Johnson? I like Theo. I like to build two tight end teams. I don't really like to do threes. I'm on the Daniel Bellinger side of that tight end room. Now, I get it. He's already working with the ones. But when push comes to shove, I feel like Daniel Bellinger is going to be their guy to start off with. Yeah, I had Muth and one other. I had Muth and one other. How do I go to that? I have it on here somewhere. Freak athlete. I agree. He's a freak athlete, but I think he might be a smidge too raw. I had Sam Laporta early. And that was another reason I didn't want to go 3 anyways, is I did get it early. I did get a extreme value with Sam Laporta. I don't know why I choked it up there, but I did. I don't know. I like this team. I went Justin Jefferson, Jonathan Taylor, Devontae Smith, Sam Laporta, Terry McLaurin, Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, Zamir White, Chase Brown, Trevor Lawrence, Gabe Davis, Pat Fryermuth, Xavier Legette, Justin Fields, Marvin Mims, Bryce Young, Kendre Miller, and Jalen Hyatt. For a nice 3-5-8-2 build, my constant build that I am doing everywhere, even on DraftKings, I do a 3-5-10-2 build because that was what took down the $1 million for myself. That is why I go the route that I'm currently going. And I typically like the teams that come out of this build. So I've been I was listening to some guy that I think he was on Davis Maddox show the other day. I could be wrong. He might have been on. I can't remember if he was on Davis Maddox or if he was on Neil Orfield's. But him and I think about. It was Neil Orfield's, like Ecott. I don't remember his name, but him and I approached the game very similarly in the aspect of three quarterbacks because it is like the number one position that gets hurt over running backs, over wide receivers, over every position. And I think you can survive without having tight end points, but there's no way you're going to survive if you're missing multiple weeks of quarterback points. And if you have, say, you had J.J. McCarthy and Jalen Hurts, well, one, you're going to have that bye week. Two, Jalen Hurts puts himself in positions where he could get hurt, so you're going to miss, he could miss 2 weeks. So that's 3 weeks of quarterback points that you might miss. So why not draft a third quarterback? I'm just saying that I'm on the pro three quarterback side because there's so many freak quarterback injuries, which is why I go that route. Big night for the Patriots. Yeah, dude, that was pretty wild. Doing another one? Do you guys want me to do another one? We got 3 Patreon subscribers today. I'm not going to say no if you guys want to do another one. This is Best Ball Nation. A flock draft? Roll damn tide. Roll tide. Welcome to Best Ball Nation. Roll tide. Yeah, you can't go 3. Flock draft. What is Flock doing a draft right now? Hold on, let me see. Click this. I'm still Flock. Is he signed up for one right now? Let's see here. I don't want to. That dude's got so many people. 1,100 people watching him. Skip ad. Let's see here. Oh, Mr. Blue Eyed Bandit's in the flock draft right now. Oh, he has his own tournament now? Is that what you're saying? Lobby. NFL. Mastiff, Big Dog, Eliminator. Wait, he's already had 5 contests? That's a tournament. 10K? That's not bad. That's not really bad at all. What the hell? I have it so zoomed in that it looks really weird. Hold up. Round 1, 12-person groups. The round 1, the top 1 performing in the group will advance to round 2. Round 2 and 3 are 2-person groups. You're in a 50-50 draft room in round 2 and 3, and then you're in a 100-person group. What's the prizes for the top 100? $50. See, you don't get anything unless you hit the finals. Okay. That's why the payout was not bad. So you got to hit week 17 finals. Holy fuck. That's funny. You're in a head-to-head matchup in week 15 and 16. Oh man! All right, let's do one. I'm gonna let me get everything situated here. Stop sharing. Preset. Share screen. Is it this one? This one. All right. I guess just jump in. Yes, just jump in. Waiting for 11 people. Plenty of space. Plenty of space. This is a wild contest. You're in a head-to-head matchup in week 15 and 16. Oh man. I don't even know how to approach this. Let's see here. Let me double check. Let's see. I'll let East Escort. Is that the guy's name? Hold on, let me check Neil Orfield's YouTube. He had him on just the other day. And Neil's out on vacation right now. Neil Orfield, he had on. Just go to the middle. Scott 4. Which I found out that they're like 40-year-old dads, or E Scott's a 40-year-old dad, and Neil's a older gentleman with no kids as well. Okay, you guys filled that very quickly. Okay. All right, if you guys, I only see 2 of you guys in here, so if you guys are in here and I don't see you guys, let me know. Throw the draft board up and then share this tab instead. View in StreamYard. E. Scott, yeah. He's a DFS crusher. From what he has a 2-time NFL world champion. Yeah, I don't blame him. Like, you know what I mean? I entered this contest, which I got third in one last year, and I got 12th in the bigger version of it. Oh, so bad. And I was sitting last year in the $100 Milli Maker. I was sitting in. I lost my earpiece. I was sitting in third for the Milli Maker in the $100 at the first week 1. I had so many close calls last year. You know what I will say about Underdog is that they get their drafts going, man. It takes 2+ minutes for DraftKings drafts to get going. I will say that they get it going quickly. I guess you could say that is plus EV, or it's plus new drafter for the 2-minute threshold to get those people that might have been waiting or might have gone away. $11 people watching. Might as well rip one more. Yep, sure did. Yeah, this is a pretty big crowd for me. I don't usually have this many people watching my streams, but I appreciate everybody here being here and whatnot. Yes, I see you, Mr. Bandit. Let's go to my page. Click the link. We are at 5 of 12. So if we are at an odd number by the middle to late end of next week, by next Thursday, we'll say, I'll just throw in a dead team and we'll go from there. Since I do not, usually this is a time box. I don't really care about this. I'm going to draft players I don't typically draft. I don't draft Marvin Harrison. Who else did I draft? Well, since this whole thing is about week 17, all right, I'll just take the I'll just take the basic bitch move and take the Puka Marvin Harrison. I do like that you grab Neighbors, though. I'm a big fan of Neighbors. I don't have a lot of Puka in Marv. I was hoping you'd grab Puka, so I didn't want the combination. But I actually think that it's a really big bounce back potential year for Jonathan Taylor. The way he ended last season, and then you're getting that Week 17 matchup against the Neighbors pick, as well as like you're going to have a different combination of then. There's only 4,400 or 40 some odd hundred people in this lobby. My guy Steven, man, you can just watch the YouTube and realize that I'm still drafting. Killing me out here. Blue getting crazy like that. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, this is all. I mean, you should not be doing anything but playing for Week 17 here. Everything you do should be somewhat either, unless you're getting a big spoon. You should be nothing but playing for Week 17 of this match. Based on what you're seeing here, no money is exchanged until you get to Week 17. And so you should be playing for Week 17. And almost all the money at like 10K up top. Yeah, I agree. There's not a lot of drafters in here, so everything you do is going to be unique. Like, there might not be a lot of Marvin Harrison, Puka Nacua drafters. Like, there's only what? How many? I already forgot. Is there a way to look at the? All right, we'll just click. All right, open new tab. Best ball drafts. All the way to the end. Okay, so 4,800 contestants divided by 12. 4,800. It's like 4, right? 400. So 400 lobbies. So only 400 teams are being drafted. Holy shit, I'm on the clock. Take Pittman here. Because I also do like that Week 17 final matchup. Do. Where did you go? T. Higgins. Okay. La-da-da-da-da-da. Let's go ahead and get that huge stack. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yep. Look at all the lonely people. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. So 400 lobbies and would say what Puka and Marv get drafted in like 10% of those. So 10 out of, so we're looking at 40 teams potentially having that combo. How many of those 40 teams advance? Let's say 3. And maybe they, let's say out of those, so maybe 2 teams in the finals with that exact pairing. I'm just like trying to cut it down, right? So, or do you think it's a more popular? Do you think it's at 25%, and therefore it'd be 100? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. All the lonely people. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. I gotta set up that league. Oh my goodness. There it is. There we go. Back to the board. Alrighty. I feel like the 112, then 1-2-1-2 hurts your RB builds. Kind of want that front volume, maybe. A hero RB build with Najee at your RB2. I have a feeling it's going to be 2 RBs in that middle direction. It's going to be like 4 RBs from 7 to 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. We're probably going to have 4 RBs there. Because this pick and the next pick are going to be certain players. Potentially. Because the top player moves out of the. Have a good night, buddy. Oh man, oh man. I forgot I got the NFL Network Plus the other day. I need to rewatch that game. Or watch the game later. Okay. We should be able to grab what I wanted to grab here, which was Anthony Richardson. Right at ADP. Well, 2 picks past ADP. But we'll take it. And then I'll pull some risky shit on the next one. Or we don't. We're going to grab 2 quarterbacks right off the rip. We're done at quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck that. Now I don't even have to worry about quarterback. We grabbed our 2. I feel good about that already. That is unchecked. That gives me another position to draft. More tight ends. More like I might even make this a 1 tight end build and make this a 2-7-8 build, a 2-6-9-1 build. Something wild. I don't mind doing 1 tight end here. I think I'm going to get enough production out of Trey McBride that I don't have to worry about supplementing 4 or 5 points for a second tight end. And then, yeah, I think going only against 1 other player, I don't have to worry about, like it's a 50-50 draw. I think usually if I'm competing in a tournament, like you kind of need at least 2 tight ends to hopefully hit the one that goes off that week. But since this is a 50-50 after the first tournament, after the first week, I think we could get by with 1 tight end here. So we're gonna go 2 quarterbacks, 7 running backs based on I don't have any yet. 8 wide receivers, since I have 3 good ones so far. Yeah, the hardest part of this whole thing is getting out of the first pod. So this is like a regular league that the hardest part is afterwards. Did somebody take Najee already? Because why is Jalen Warren going off the board? I know this is a Flocks league, but let's be real, guys. We want to see me get my guy. We want to stick to the bit here, guys. We want to stick to the bit. One pick away. I am on the clock. Najee Harris, walk your happy ass down. Welcome to the squad. Just kind of like I was thinking, it's going to be a lot of running backs off the board or coming up here. I do not believe I will be taking any shares of Alvin Kamara. I will be doing 50-50s on Ramondre and Aaron Jones if they're both available. And I love running backs 88 through 95 here. Zamir, DeAndre, Raheem, Jonathan Brooks. Prefer to get Jonathan Brooks a little bit after ADP if I grab him, but don't mind grabbing him. Oh, I need to think that. So this whole view tab, there must have been an update for StreamYard. Back in the day, there was not a thing to go to the site. Good job, StreamYard. Good job. Still can't play video games on StreamYard, which is kind of lame. But I do have a YouTube that I occasionally play video games on. If you guys ever want to watch it, I tweet it out from time to time. It's just my regular YouTube account that I watch everybody's streams typically on. What is my YouTube channel? It's Peekant Pecan or at Peekant Pecan 9138. How do I look at it? If I type in Peekant Pecan, does it pop up? Do I pop up if I type in Peekant Pecan? Nope, a bunch of Louisiana sauce picante. No, I do not pop up at all for Peekant Pecan, which is kind of funny because that's literally my whole channel. And okay. What about Felix Castro? What pops up for Felix Castro? Do you ever guys just Google yourself? I Discord myself all the time. DraftKings Best Ball with Felix Castro was my own stream from Best Ball Nation 11 months ago. The show I did with Eric, $1 Million Winner. Special guest with the Pound, Felix Castro. A couple Mexicans pop up. The draft I did with the Fantasy Football Formula pops up. The Fantasy Football Plus Network I did with Bradley last year. For some reason, a Najee Week 2 highlight popped up. That's interesting. Oh, the lonely, lonely people. La-da-da-da-da-da. All right, we're going to cash game Romeo Dubs on the squad. Look at all the lonely people. La-da-da-da-da-da. I'm on the clock again. Man, you drafting real fast over here, blue-eyed. Let's see here. Oh, I finally pop up about 6 subscribers. It's my last few games was playing with my son. I titled one Best Ball Champion playing Fortnite. Man, I got all sorts of weird videos on there. I used to talk to myself driving home. I called it Driving in the Dark, Driving Home Part 2, Part 3, Drive Home, My Movie 2. My son got a John Deere for his birthday that one day. Just looking at all the videos I have on there. Lives are all Fortnites. Shorts, I accidentally put a couple of my Best Ball Nation shorts on my page, and my son doing silly stuff as a baby. Among Us. It's just Fortnite. Paladins. I was one of the top players in Paladins. I was the number 5 Sky for a little while. I'm in the Yahoo League now. All right, let's check it out. Let's make sure. See what's going on there. La da 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 da. Yep. Felix, fantastic. Jose, Nathan's neat team, Aaron's astonishing team, and Nathan Dean's team. Awesome. Awesome. Yep, you guys will be competing for $200. Last year's winner, definitely Dennis, almost always in my draft rooms or in the chat room. He was here earlier. I haven't heard anything from him in a hot minute, but he's usually he won it last year. Did he say goodbye? Or did he just dip? RB3 for Chiefs. Yeah, that was nice. Hearing good reports from an RB3 for Chiefs. I didn't hear much after that. He might have had to go put the kids down. Go get the kids. I know he's a little bit older than mine. Dennis, also the first and only person to have Best Ball Nation merch. I had big aspirations when I first started the YouTube. I went and got the logo made, the top right logo and the logo behind me. I went to Fiverr, paid I think $150 or $180 to get those made, and then got headbands made. It's like because I like to wear headbands. Obviously, I think I have one near me. Yeah. So Dennis, the only other person rocking the Best Ball Nation headband. I have another one somewhere, but I do not know where. Are these 20-second clocks? Because it feels like it was super fast. It is a 20-second clock. Okay. I was like, man, that's fucking fast. Get ourselves a little week 17 stack here. Green Bay, Romeo Dubs, Ty Chandler. Ooh, you got a nice little pick with Jalen right there. Nice. So you 5 people are going to be competing for, or I guess 4 other people. So you have a 1 in 4 chance to win $200 currently. I might throw another dead team in there. I'll make sure it doesn't win, kind of thing. So that will be exciting for one of y'all's to win. And the more people that sign up, the more money I'm making, which means the more technically I can give potentially to future workers / bigger prize pools and stuff like that. If we hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, though, we will do a $500 league next year on ESPN. That's next year, not this year. This year we're just trying to get the 400, but I don't think we'll hit 400 on YouTube before the football season starts. I tried not to get down on the growth that I've had, because last year when I did a 25-hour live stream, I hit 70 new subscribers during that time, and then I definitely slowed down. But I'm definitely realizing I am having a steady increase. It's just not at a, it's more like it's going, but it's going very slowly, which I have to be patient. I'm not the most patient person, but I need to learn patience. Been going to church a lot lately, and it's definitely slowing me back down. Slowing me back down. I'm trying to implement the things that they're saying at church to be a better human. I just need to learn how to eat less. I'll be a good living human. Alrighty, what we got here? No time to mull things over. Go Ray Davis. McMillions. Let's say he's playing Thursday. That's it. Just can't look at it. I wouldn't have it in me to be able to stream, especially by BB on Drafts. I wouldn't have it in me to be able to stream, especially my BB on Drafts. Wouldn't be able to handle getting sniped all the time. I mean, I really don't do that many BBMs. Like, you could, if you wanted to stream for me, like, you could use some of your money. You could do, like, honestly, like, you could do like DraftKings essentially, where the rooms are softer. So I hear, and you could, play the smaller dollar fields and stuff like that. I will say that the viewership is higher for when you do a Milli Maker draft versus a smaller dollar. But actually, that's not true. They've all been kind of pretty good so far this year, evening out. The Milli Maker drafts do pop and just a smidge more on YouTube after the fact. That's what it is. I also like to think with my ranks versus the lobby series, I thought it would be more of a hit. I thought that would bring in more people to try to get in my streams. Honestly, it's like usually one or two people, and nobody really stream snipes me. And I mean, I'm giving out the ranks that I'm using. Like, I'm giving out. I feel like I should be the most viewed DraftKings channel, and I feel like people should watch my channel. Maybe I'm too high on myself, but it's like, look, I'm literally giving you what I'm going to do by letting it auto draft. You have to subscribe to my Patreon. You get the ranks, but then you know exactly what it's going to do. So you're facing against 11 other people that you don't know what are doing, or 10 other people. I don't know. In my head, I'm like, anybody can be taking advantage of that process. Yeah, I actually don't like the interface for Underdog. I'm more of a fan of the DraftKings, personally. But I get the reasoning behind. What you get comfortable using is what usually you will always like, kind of thing. I've been playing on DraftKings for over 12, 13 years now. It's kind of like what I feel comfortable with. Which is kind of wild to be thinking that I've been on this on DraftKings platform for so long. I mean, we're just gonna take in all these players and be happy. I'm dreaming of a white woman. La da 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 da. We got the overstack for Arizona. It's okay. Da, 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 da. So yeah, technically it says I don't know if it shows it for you guys, but I'm making $39 a month. So if nobody unsubscribed, they'd be able to pay out the winner by the end of 2 months' time. So by the end of October, I should be able to pay the winner off already and start saving up for the next year, which is kind of exciting if I had nobody unsubscribe. And then all that could go towards next year's winner, aka slash if we hire somebody. So it's a lot of work to stream as much as I have been the last 4 years. Actually, I mean, to be fair, I've been streaming since 2009, 2010. I've been streaming off and on, and then from 2013, I took it fairly seriously to 2016 or no 2015 until I got married. No, I kept going after that. So from 2013 to 2024, so about 11 years I've been streaming. I'd say 7 of those years I was streaming to 1 to 3 people. And then I had a time period where I was on Paladins and I had about 20 viewers at a time because I was a top tier type player. And I had a decent following right there, but then that kind of went away. But what it is. Yeah, I've been streaming for so long. Being on camera doesn't really bother me. It's the talking and now that I have 2 kids and we're there's potential for others that I'm going to be busier than I normally am, and I would like to continue to keep growing, but I can't grow if I'm not going to be able to constantly stream. So that's why I'm like, well, if I hire somebody, aka they'll get a split of the Patreon profits, a YouTube profits, then we can continue to grow. And when I thought of Best Ball Nation, I was I was trying to start it with it wasn't going to be called Best Ball Nation. I forget what I was going to call it, but I was talking with Liam Murphy and he kind of just blew me off, which is probably why I have a sour taste in my mouth about him. And he blew me off, so I decided to go by myself. But it was eventually going to be called something else because I was going to be like the underdog champion, the DraftKings champion. We were combined, and he decided to blow me off and go a different route. Will Shipley will finish the squad. We're going to put the 2781 fun team. So we got AR, Kyler Murray, Najee Harris, Ramondre Stevenson, Devin Singletary, Ty Chandler, Ray Davis, Khalil Herbert, Will Shipley, Marvin Harrison, Puka Nakua, Michael Pittman Jr., Romeo Dubs, Jahan Dotson, Jalen McMillions, Greg Dortch, Jalen Hyatt, Trey McBride. Love that team. It should be fun. If I get to week 17, I'm going to get paid something. If I don't make it to week 17, we ain't going to make anything. Obviously. Jonathan Taylor for Blue Light Branded, Malik Neighbors, T. Higgins, Josh Allen, Romeo Dunze, JSN, Keon Coleman, Brock Bowers, Caleb Williams, Rashid Shaheed, Zach Charbonnet, Jalen Wright, Cole Kmet, Chuba Hubbard, buying the dip on Chuba. It's nice. Marvin Mims, Audric Estime, Bo Nix, and Damian Pierce. Fun squad. Got that late Denver stack. Got You got 3 stud quarterbacks, so that's got to feel good. And then Mr. NF42, he has Bijan Robinson, Debo Samuel, Isaiah Pacheco, George Pickens, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Reed, Jameson Williams, Jake Ferguson, Zamir White, Zach Moss, Gabe Davis. Ooh, that's where Gabe Davis went. Austin Eckler, Michael Wilson, Noah Fant, Geno Smith, Javon Baker, Jordan Whittington, and the one and only Malik Washington. I actually was drafting a bunch of Malik Washington, and then it has slowly just kind of died off. I have not gotten any in a hot minute. Where's this team at? Fast puppy. Mini Schnauzer? No. I don't know how to look for this squad. It's not this one. This is the team I did. This team I did with a while back with Jose, the Dog Pound, Bradley Stalter. I don't really know the other people, but that was a pretty wild draft. I end up getting. Oh, you guys do not see what I am seeing. Odell not looking great right now, so buying back in at Malik. Yeah, I have a lot of Malik 20th round on DraftKings, which I like. I think buying just pieces of Miami is just smart because that coach, who is a little bit of an oddball, is kind of a schematic genius, can get the players in positions to do well. Okay, well, look at this one. So I was just talking about this $25 league. I can't find the drafts. Hold on, let me try to look again. Maybe it just didn't pop up. Okay, it doesn't pop up for. I'm at 121. I thought I was at 116. I am at 121. Best Ball Mania is done. I don't. I'm at so. It's like that makes sense. Tournaments only. Best Ball Mania. We're at 83.5%. Oh, apply. Right? Or am I at? I'm at 121. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence, 33. Sanaji, Devin Singletary, Gabe Davis, Jalen Hyatt, Cooper Kupp. That's like my core here. And then tight end, Trey McBride. So I'm hoping that my scenario where I think I win $1 million is if Trevor Lawrence is popping off, throwing it to Gabe Davis, Najee Harris and Devin Singletary pop off that last week. And then Jalen Hyatt and Cooper Kupp have their huge ceiling weeks to bring back with Trey McBride. Dude, this isn't nothing, man. I got 91 or 92% on DraftKings. Yeah, I'm a little bit off the beaten path, but I also think it's just the way I like to play. And again, I get a lot of credit for the big stands, but I owe all of my strategy to the stochastic guys in general, but mainly Mr. Rinpack. He doesn't really do much content anymore. He's kind of retired. I actually met him at the Tournament of Champions. Osmo had an extra ticket, so he gave it to Rinpack. And Osmo had like a family emergency, so he wasn't able to go. But I ended up getting to talk to Rinpack. And so he was kind of like telling me, he was like having a foot out the door and not playing as much. But he does this in football where he'll 100% a player. And it was like the first time I heard anybody talking about that. I was also on the spread by exposures type of player in DFS. And then the way he talked about it just made sense. And I was like, oh, okay, so if he's right on this one particular thing, he doesn't have to be right everywhere else. And in my head, I'm like, okay, so if I'm right about this one player, I don't have to be right everywhere else. And Najee, as much shit as we give him, or as other people give him, he's averaged 140 yards 1 touchdown, and that's not including his receiving stats for week 17. So every week 17, you're guaranteed 20 points, so far in his career at the running back position for week 17. You're going to tell me you can guarantee a running back for 20 points at the running, for week 17, and you're not going to take a bite at that? I don't know. It seems silly to me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it was a delightful night. I've never had this many Patreon subscribers since July 10th of last year, so this was kind of a wild evening for me. I appreciate everybody subscribing. We had some fun teams. I can't go back and look at it. That's what I was trying to get at. I couldn't go back and look at the drafts. It is not popping up on the teams, so I don't really know exactly how to pull that back up. Hope it does well. Hope I win 10K. Tomorrow live. I do not believe I'll be back until Monday. Kids, I got kids all day tomorrow, and got to take my mom to the airport. And then Saturday, kids all day, and then Fortnite comes out. My son's going to be on my butt cheeks all about playing it. Then we have church and a birthday on Sunday. We'll be back with lobby versus the ranks. We'll be back. Guaranteed schedules are going to be Monday through Thursday, but occasionally we'll have one show per weekend. If I have a show, it's going to be impromptu. It's probably going to be at nighttime, most likely. I might do some shorts here and there, but that's because I have like a quick couple minutes here and there. So don't expect anything from me for the weekend, but I'll be back on Monday for lobby versus the ranks, where I'd give you, I just auto draft and you guys get to go against my ranks. All right, it's been fun. It's been real fun. Later, y'all.